G'day fishos. I'm on my way to pick up my Sea-Doo Fish Pro. Finally. It's been a while since I've placed the order, but I couldn't pick it up any earlier because I was traveling overseas. So now I'm back in Australia, back in Sydney, and the Sea-Doo Fish Pro is ready. That's what I'm told anyway. So I'm heading over to Cronulla Sea-Doo BRP dealer right now to pick up my brand new Sea-Doo Fish Pro. Very exciting. The weather is terrible, so I probably won't be able to head out today even for a test ride. Can't do anything about that, but I hope I can get a run tomorrow. Just a test run to see whether everything's okay. All right, so I have arrived. Ready to pick up my Sea-Doo Fish Pro. I'm at the Sea-Doo dealer yet again at Cronulla Sea-Doo. Exciting, very exciting. Hello, hello.
Morning, how are you?
Good. Thank you, look at this. Eh? This is it. So this is the trailer that I have chosen. These are very sturdy, eh?
Yeah, very sturdy. Very nice, huh?
Nice. There you go, eh? All done. So you've got the sticker here, all the rego.
Yeah, mate, you alright?
Is Pete in? Not in today. It's straightforward. You could install them yourself.
Yeah.
They're $73.
Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rod holders, straps are built in, and that's the dock line. Very good.
Access to our storage compartment and refueling is through the two locked tabs there. You can then lift the front storage compartment up, gives you access to your huge storage area, which has got your backrest for the swivel seat, the storage bag, and refueling there. 70-litre fuel tank.
Yep. 95, 90, 91 or
95 is 98's preferred, but 95's
98's,
fine.
okay.
And 91 even at a stretch will be fine. If
Okay.
you're away at a holiday destination or something and all that
And you
got is
can't.
91.
okay.
Glove box opens up by pushing the latch forwards. So push that latch forwards. That door will remain up when the handlebars are straight and there's no obstruction to stop it, but it'll go all the way up and lock into an open position. Access to your mobile phone storage compartment and USB socket.
Yep.
So that USB will both charge your device and share data from your phone. Keys here, make sure it attaches to your life jacket securely.
Yep.
The person who's in control of the craft and pushes onto the ball joint on the bottom of the handlebars there. That will allow us to start the ski, run it. While it's attached to your jacket, if you do fall off or become dislodged from the craft, that will then pull off and stop the engine. So you can see on the right-hand side of the screen there, there's that little diagram of this control panel on the right-hand side handlebar.
Yep.
By pushing the home button, I can then access the whole drop-down menu. So accessories mode on or off. Accessories mode on will allow the Garmin to stay on without the engine running. If you turn it off, the Garmin will switch off in a sooner fashion. I think it's after 1 minute or 1.5 minutes.
So if you leave the accessory mode on
Yep.
and you run the Garmin, I have heard that it's got dual batteries, right?
Batteries, yep.
Are they all linked together?
They are.
So they are working as a single battery?
They are.
Just provide
Doubling
extra?
doubling the storage of your battery,
Okay.
exactly right. Yep. So accessories mode, I would only put on if you know you want to use it. Like if you're out on the water
Yeah.
and you want your Garmin to stay on. Otherwise, if you accidentally, for instance, have your Garmin on with the key on, it'll just stay on until your battery drains. Okay. So what it does, but it recognises when it gets to a voltage of, I think it's 12.2 volt, and it'll shut everything down. It'll tell you that your battery's low and it'll shut everything down. That leaves enough power on the battery to start it and crank it. So
Okay.
what you then do is just start the ski and idle around and let it run for a while and charge.
So at the moment, the fuel, that's the full fuel gauge?
No,
So
that's the VTS. So VTS are these arrows here, up and down. You see that nice little display there?
the trim.
The
Okay.
trim, yep. VTS is variable trim system. Normally
Okay.
have that at about mid. It's going to depend on how much
Yep.
storage and weight you've got on the back of it. The fuel gauge is to the furthest left. So you've been around boats a fair bit. Have you had much time on personal watercraft at all?
I've ridden it at resorts and stuff. That's about it. I never owned one. This is my first one that I'm owning.
So this is a good guide as to approximate depth of water you want the craft to be in. So if you're standing in the water and it's at about your waist or a little bit higher,
Yep.
when you're getting on it, much better than obviously getting on in shallower water. In shallow water, you'll obviously pick up sand and possible shell and rock debris.
Yep.
And that's going to interfere with obviously the longevity and the lasting of your impeller and the wearing around the impeller. So it's got a plastic wearing around the impeller, and with very abrasive water, that will wear more prematurely than
I
what
see.
it would normally expect to do. So always waist deep water, push off from the shore, start the machine, let it run at just at slow speed before you give it more power in deeper water.
So it's not ideal to actually ride on, like with the thrust onto the trailer at the boat ramp?
Yeah, you can.
You can?
Yeah,
It's
you
all right?
can.
Because
It's
it
fine.
can get fairly
Depends
shallow.
the ramp as well. If it's a sandy
Con-
ramp, obviously not.
Yep,
If
concrete.
it's a shallow surf launching, then
Yep.
a concrete ramp, no problem at all.
Concrete rocks, doesn't matter, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
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 Same with revving it reverse
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just think about it like a propeller on a boat.
Yep.
It's a similar type of thing. If it's too shallow,
Of course.
this is like a big vacuum cleaner, and the amount of thrust that goes out through that jet pump has to suck a lot of water in to get that thrust happening. So it's just going to suck whatever debris there might be in the bottom of the beach or the shore, wherever you're launching,
Yep.
and it'll push it through the jet pump and cause damage. I will show you how the esky is mounted. These two tabs on the back here just need to be lifted up and pulled inboard, up and inboard, and then that whole thing will lift off.
Yep.
See the link attachments underneath there. So when I'm refitting it, I just get it onto the approximate location, push it forwards, and then pull these tabs out so that they lock in securely, and now that won't go anywhere.
Sure.
They won't fall off unless they're not secured correctly. Okay. Removing the rear seat and lifting the rubber flap. Just push that underneath the
Yep.
buckle there. Just comes off and goes in that direction with the
Yep.
pole going further towards the back of the craft, and then just make sure that that sits on correctly there.
That beep because it acknowledges that's in?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
So you
Seeing
can't
that
drive
the-
at
so
high
yeah,
speed,
it'll
yeah?
only go at a very low, maybe just above idle.
Yep.
It may do up to 9 kilometres per hour because that's where the speed control will allow it to go as well.
Okay. Is that like locked in? As in like, or would that just simply
that
just
will
pop
still
out?
come straight off if you lift it off.
Okay, it's just held by the weight.
it's
It's
just
not,
weight.
okay. Hence the speed limit maybe.
The mode button
Yep.
is how you can advance through the 3 different performance modes.
Yep.
So it starts in a default mode in the middle.
Yep.
To advance to sport, it's a single press on the mode button. A little sport icon will flash on the screen.
Yep.
And then you push and hold the button to confirm sport mode.
Okay.
That's the only one that needs confirmation. To toggle back to eco, you just push the mode button again, and then back to the default, push it the 3rd time. All right, so Jake's just swapped that out for
Ah.
you. We put another rod holder.
Very good.
There. You
I'll
want
put this one here. I'll put the
another orange one there.
Yep.
So the screws for this gives you access to that engine compartment. Inside here, you will see, and it's perfectly normal to see it, some residual water inside the engine compartment. Small cup full of water inside here. When you go over a jump and a wave and everything like that, it'll splash over the entire engine compartment. So just the key is to rinse all that off with fresh water.
with the hose, no
Yeah,
pressure,
just
just
no pressure, just the shower setting.
Yep, yep, yep,
Just
yep.
hose over this entire engine compartment. You're doing 5 or 10 seconds worth of it. That's it. Just rinsing that salt water off the engine.
Yep.
Okay.
Then you don't have to spray anything after that.
You don't have to. If you've got something like an anti-corrosive spray or a water dispersant or something, just concentrate it on the metal components of the engine only.
Okay, and some connectors or whatever.
Yes, and just don't spray any anti-corrosive on the electrical connectors because they've got rubber O-rings in them that can swell up with petroleum on them.
Yep. So inox is okay?
Inox is fine, yeah, just on the metal components. So on the top of the engine here, down the front of the engine, and then over the top of the exhaust manifold, which runs down this side of the craft.
Okay. What about the batteries? There's a lot of bad press about the standard batteries that the
Yeah,
Sea-Doo
the
puts
standard
in.
batteries that they had in them was a Haiju battery. Yeah, I think we usually swap them all out. If they've got the Haiju batteries and we're any concern with them, we put the Yuasa batteries in.
This is a good one?
Yes, it is. Yep. You can tell by the terminals on it.
So after 10 hours, do you have to bring it in for service? No?
There's no need for it.
So,
There's no, see these, all the bores on these are nickel sealed, got a ceramic coating on them.
yeah.
So there's no metal swarf in the oil or anything like that, like an old engine would have, like with cast iron
Okay.
bores and sleeves.
So I'll ride it till 50 hours.
Yeah. It
Okay.
actually says in the book 100 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. We say 50 because in Australia, but everyone's pretty much riding them on salt water, so much better to
Yep.
have that sorted. All right.
Okay. Wash it down. Open
Yep.
this. Wash it down.
Once you've washed the engine out, just let the seat off it to let it air dry a little bit,
Yep.
and then seat goes back on. You can still ride the craft incidentally without the rear seat. So
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
want to
I saw
switch
some
the
people
room,
doing that, like give you more casting area. Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, just make sure that one clips on with both sides. Got that one there.
Oh, so these things drop if
Yeah.
you're not using it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just push them down.
I see, I see, I
Push that
see.
down just so we can get to this screw on the bottom of the.
I see. So no, if I wanted to go clean, stand there and cast, I can just drop
you
them
can
down.
push those down. Yep, very easy.
Sounds good.
All right.
Just on this washdown hose. So the idea, if I'm on the water and I need to access, I gotta crawl here and take this out.
Yep. Yep. Or you could have a spare hose somewhere and remove it from here and put your other hose there. That's just a normal hose fitting.
Okay.
Like a household hose.
Okay.
Either or.
I saw some people like put one of those Y split
You can
things.
do that as well.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
any garden hose thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do something like that and put like a switchable one on there.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah, okay.
The sky's the limit with what you can do to
Okay.
customise it.
And 3 life jackets.
Yes. Yep. Have your choice. So go over and choose some life jackets. Any of the ones there. Once we've got it hooked up to your car, you can put it
Yeah.
on there. Invoice in your folder as well.
No worries. Alright, ready to go. Alright, I'll bring my car around.
Yeah, just bring it up. Yeah.
Oh, it's rolling, it's rolling.
Yeah, it's alright. Won't go far. I'll get to it before it goes somewhere.
Alright, load up the fuel tank.
More than what it will on the road.
Alright, see ya.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks. There you go, folks. Ski on the car. Let's go.